Good morning, YouTubers and Facebook. We'll be live on the air and right after Fox News coming up in about 2 minutes, so hang in there for that.
Won't you please show me the way? Well, Lord, won't you please show me the way? You know I still love my baby, but I have the blues today.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Waves of Russian missiles are fired into Ukraine during the morning rush hour there. At least one person is reported killed in Kyiv.
Air raid sirens sending people rushing to shelters. Impacts were recorded in several other parts of the country. Yesterday, the US and Germany both announced they're sending high-powered tanks to help Ukraine win back its territory. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Recommending an annual COVID shots for discussion at a Food and Drug Administration advisory panel meeting today.
Much like the process already used for annual flu shots, the goal would be to determine in the spring what strains of COVID will pose the biggest threat in the winter so that shots can be available in the fall.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. A 63-year-old Florida man suspected of dozens of sexual assaults in the 1980s. Robert Eugene Kohler is convicted of one so far. A woman raped and stabbed in her home in 1983. Investigators found Kohler after his son's DNA was submitted to a criminal database. America's listening to Fox News.
97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And a good Thursday morning to you. Hump Day +1. Here we are. We're on our way out. We're soon to be the weekend. So good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
And welcome to the edition, live and local Real Talk. And welcome to the YouTubers and the Facebookers out there, because we're up and operating. And if Theo's listening or this morning, especially if you're watching Theo, we took your advice. You wanted us to celebrate upcoming holidays. Well, take a look at the foreground, Theo. Christmas. It was only.
Theo,
it was
he's not funny.
It was last year.
Yeah.
It's now the next one is this year,
I
right?
told you I have neighbors that already have their lights up.
You mean they haven't taken them down?
Well, they're ready for this year.
There you go.
I'll handle this, Theo. Don't worry.
Yeah, well,
We'll
whatever.
get this addressed.
It's red. It's Valentine's-ish. It's cool.
We have a heart.
Right,
a plaque
right.
with a
And
heart
we,
on
and
it.
yeah, we have a sign over here with a heart on it somewhere.
Yeah,
I'll
right
get us
for it.
some decorations. It's easy. Easy
Good
peasy.
golly, just what are you going to get something to wear?
No, I'm going to get some for the
Valentine-ish?
table.
Oh,
Yeah. Decorations.
Well, we have President's Day coming up. We're going to have to put a bust of Ronald Reagan or something.
I got a
on the
Make
table.
America Great thing out there.
Well, let's just.
Don't want to do that.
He means the major ones: Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, 4th of July, Halloween.
Labor Day.
Labor Day, it's not, you don't decorate for. The ones you decorate for, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I know what, Theo, I got you.
New Year's?
I ignore them.
New
I have
Year's?
this.
Valentine's.
You can do, we're going to do Valentine's next.
But how about New Year?
I mean, that's not, you don't really
Not
decorate
yet.
for
We'll
New Year's.
leave that for later.
No, we don't do that.
Oh my! You ladies are just confusing to me anyway. You get enough wind yesterday?
Apparently not enough that we're still going to get it today. It's
Uh-huh.
windy out there.
Looks that
today.
way. Yeah. and,
We're still under a
a
tornado
possibility.
warning too, or
No.
tornado threat con.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too. I got the alert this morning.
That
Yeah,
reminds me, I need to turn my phone down.
Why?
Because if the alarms go off, I mean, it'll just.
That'll be
Yeah.
all right. The alarms go off. We may want to know it. I don't know.
Well, I'll get it silently.
Mhm.
Okay. A couple of things going on. Let's go to the drug deal first.
Yes.
It's a what I call another situation. It's one with a great outcome, except for a bunch of folks who local cops say are major drug dealers. Whoops. Operation Snowplow, they called it. Netted what the sheriff's office here in Onslow said were 35 drug dealers and users. A joint operation involving the sheriff's office, Jacksonville Police, NCIS, with some assistance from the FBI, the Coastal Carolinas unit, and the state's probation and parole division. They rounded up the individuals during 3 days this month, just the last few days. A multi-month undercover operation rounded up a variety of drugs, including fentanyl, meth, marijuana, cocaine, and MDM, along with several guns and more than $60,000 in cash that the sheriff's office said were all part of the drug trade. Bonds for these individuals ranged up to $850,000 big dollars.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't want to be that guy. 2 of those arrested were charged with larceny of police equipment, but it didn't say what kind of equipment it was
I
taken.
know, I was
I'm
curious about
curious.
that.
There were several arrests for probation violations, which, duh, if you're on probation and you're dealing drugs and you get caught, you get hooked up with another charge. And that's what tends to happen when you're out there being dumb. So congratulations to the Joint Task Force for handling what they were doing. Another thing, back in November, early November 8th, I think it was, a couple of JPD's detectives were on their way back to headquarters. They got behind a car on Country Club Road that was occupied by one person they recognized right away as having gang connections. Yes, even in little old Jacksonville, we got a gang or 2 or 4. This car crossed over Bell Fork Road onto Hargett Street. When the car they were following picked up speed, got into the center turn lane, then did a sudden U-turn, headed back towards the detectives. It got into the center turn lane and was passing cars.
Dangerous.
Not real smart.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so they turned around and they headed back in the direction the were coming at. At that time, the 2 JPD detectives turned around and gave pursuit as the other car sped away. The light at Bell Fork and Hargett was red. So the driver of this car, he just pulls into the other lane, the oncoming traffic lane, and passes the cars and runs through the red light. How'd you like to have been out there on that one? You weren't far away.
I saw it. Yeah.
You got to understand, the cops were in pursuit 60 plus miles per hour in a 35 zone with known gang members who had and were endangering the public.
Yep.
The car being chased crashed into a ditch. Whoops. One of the occupants, a guy known as Mr. Lopez, gets out of the car and by all accounts points a pistol at one of the detectives. The detective, not wanting to get shot,
Yeah.
he fires first, as he admits, as he has been trained to do, until the threat is no longer a threat. He fired 4 times in rapid succession. Standard procedure. All 4 bullets hit the target, Mr. Lopez. One of those bullets penetrated the heart.
Oh.
That was the fatal wound, but he didn't die right away. Not unusual. Lopez was taken to Naval Hospital, where he died about 30 minutes after he was shot. Lopez's gun was unloaded. A magazine with live rounds for his pistol was found inside the car. If he got out of the car preparing to shoot the cop, what happened? He gets out with an unloaded gun. Did he accidentally hit the inside the car before he got out after the wreck, hit the button that drops the magazine?
Plausible.
Otherwise, you're asking for trouble getting out with an unloaded gun and
correct.
threatening to kill a cop or shoot a cop or whatever, pointing an unloaded gun at you. You know, shame on you.
Yeah.
Well, he died. Very lucky situation for the officer. Thank God. And dope was found in the car too, by the way. They got some of the others rounded up. One was a 17-year-old. Big surprise.
Yeah.
They'll have to deal with a multitude of charges now. And the officer has been cleared by the district attorney as of yesterday. Investigation by the SBI and of course, an internal investigation.
Yeah.
Interesting to note that the guy's part of the SWAT team too. He and the other detective were responding to what was called in as a robbery at some store in the mall. Turned out to be not true, and they were on their way back to the station. He had been out at the pistol range training.
Okay. Okay.
So, I don't get them. I don't
Yeah.
get what's going on. So anyway, thank goodness that too bad it had to take a life, but thank goodness it turned out that the officer was not hurt.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because that could have been bad, or no civilians were hurt.
Agreed.
There were several witnesses, including other cops, and a witness there at the oncology unit on White Street.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw pretty much everything except the
Everything was
actual
right
shooting.
there.
He saw
Yeah.
he heard the gunfire, saw the cop, saw the gun on the ground, the other guy's gun on the
Mhm.
ground. Everything was straight up legit. I want to know if the gun was stolen.
I would
I don't
say
know.
yes, but we don't know.
We don't
I mean,
know.
that's just a theory
Yes,
I
I don't
have.
know.
But
I just-
yeah, that's
I-
a Kelly theory.
I really wish all the news releases, whenever they recover guns,
Yeah.
would include whether the gun,
Gun was
was
stolen or-
where the
yeah.
gun came from,
Yeah.
whether it's just unknown. I mean, whether somebody's missing a gun or whatever,
Mhm.
or whether it was actually swiped. Those are,
Yeah.
to me, I think, important elements of these stories
Agreed.
that we need to get out there.
Agreed.
Well, I give kudos to our district attorney. He had
Absolutely.
charts and
Oh, yeah,
everything
he had
up
everything.
there on his
Mhm.
presser that he did, showing exactly what happened
Mhm.
and everything. It was very impressive. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to the names of these individuals yet. There are just too many of them for me to get involved in last night. But I'll probably pull some of all of them down and see what kind of history that they have here in North Carolina.
Well, the one that was 17, you're probably not going to be able to find anything if it's juvenile. Now that
Maybe
it's
not.
18 for
Mhm.
adult, I mean, it's
Yep.
may not be listed. I don't know how old the other ones were in the car, but
They were all of age.
okay.
And I also want to run the records of all of the drug folks here. That's a lot to run.
That'll keep you busy.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I was looking at the amounts that were seized and stuff like that. So
mhm. We talked with the sheriff here yesterday,
Mhm.
of course, and a lot of these drugs that they were seizing, part of the reason for going after this stuff is because of the overdose situation
it is.
we have here.
Yep.
And we've had a lot
We have.
of people died.
We have.
A lot more people have died
Hmm.
from this than have died in traffic wrecks or gunshots in Onslow County.
Hmm.
Many more people have died than have been shot or have died in wrecks
Yes.
in Onslow County.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
What's that all about? And why aren't people raising Cain? You get people shot like our some of our couple of our liberal friends out there. Oh my God, they got to take away all the guns. Nobody mentions taking away all the dope and putting the bad guys in prison, taking them off the streets.
I agree. You never
Nobody
hear
calls
that.
and complains
Yeah.
about that.
Mhm.
They just take the guns away. That's not going to solve anything.
Mm-mm.
Bad guys still have guns. This guy had a gun.
Or they're going to switch to a knife or a club or a
whatever, yeah.
hammer or
They will
whatever,
never
a sword.
Only
Yeah.
law-abiding, strictly
Mhm.
law-abiding people will ever turn in their guns if they're
Mhm.
required to do so. Bad guys will always have guns. Let's go to places like California. The
Oh,
idiot out there
Cesspool.
shot and killed 10 people. He then
Yep.
killed himself. Okay? Monterey Park. Now, explain to me. That gun that he had was illegal in California, as were the magazines that he had.
Right.
He had 2 30-round magazines that they recovered, plus a gun that is illegal on their books in California. There is one thing: if you had the gun before it was banned, you get to keep it. You can't. They can't force you to turn it in. Just FYI. That's in California. I don't know what will happen if there's a nationwide ban on this stuff. And we got this commander in chief bragging that back in the 90s, when Bill Clinton was president, he was involved in this so-called assault weapons ban. Remember that ban?
Yes.
Had a sunset date on it. It expired unless ATF or FBI could show that it had done any good. Well, the reason it expired is because FBI and ATF could not show that it did any good and keeping the murder rate down.
Right.
None.
Right.
So they lifted it. As well, it expired. They could not get enough votes to continue it. So that ought to tell you something. And he's touting how much good that he did.
Yeah.
And now he wants this police officer, this detective in Jacksonville, to be retrained so he can shoot to wound.
Shoot to wound. No. I can't think of any law enforcement officer that's going to shoot to wound.
SWAT team.
Yeah, well,
those
yeah.
who are in position
top of buildings,
with
yes.
cover, they may shoot to wound you.
Right.
They're
That's a
trained
good point,
to be able to
yes.
do that. But if the person is holding a hostage, if the person is shooting at police officers, the chances of anybody on a SWAT team shooting to wound them is pretty slim. Wouldn't you think?
I mean, I can't see that even happening. So.
Yeah, if he's got hostages,
Yeah.
you don't do that.
No.
That's just doesn't work out. Wounding people, particularly when they're mad animals, that just makes them meaner. What else we got cooking? We have no guest today.
No.
So if you guys want to chat with us, it's your turn. 910-333-0139. You can be our official guest today. How's that?
That's good. You know, the sheriff was on yesterday and he was talking about the new body cams
Mhm.
that the sheriff's office has. I almost said it.
You did.
North Carolina police officer was saved by her own body cam that she was wearing when some officers went to do an involuntary committal on a woman, and she shot through the bedroom door and it hit the officer in the chest right in her camera.
Ouch.
So camera saved her life.
Mm.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Thank goodness, though.
Yep. Wonder if it caught if the chip was saved. It's in there.
Oh, they have a picture of it wedged to the camera. So let's hope.
I'm sure it was a small caliber.
Well, there was two other officers with her, so and they have scenes. They depicted scenes on the news article that I was reading each step of the way. So that's scary.
You really never know. Domestics, involuntary commitments, they can turn really bad very quickly.
Yeah, they say a domestic call is the worst call to have.
Because you go there, you should be able to expect one person, one side or the other, to be on your side. But about the time you arrest their mate, that's when they break bad.
That's when they're jumping on your back and beating you.
Don't take him away. Don't do this. I didn't mean it. No. Well, at that point in time, it's way too late. And then you get to go to jail too.
Yes, you do.
That's the way that one works. All right, 910-333-0139. We'll go ahead and take a break here a couple of minutes early. And that way we can get back and have some time for you guys. If you'd like to chat about anything this morning, you got your honey something for Valentine's Day yet? You getting Robin anything?
We don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
You don't?
No.
You're supposed to love every day of the year.
I love every day of the year. I'm not going to
You
love
get
on
chocolates on every day of the
I
year?
get that every day of the year. So no. I eat my little
Well,
gluten-free
what would you
candy
like
bars.
to have for Valentine's Day?
Peace, world peace.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yes, Miss America.
nothing more than I wouldn't want any other day. Valentine's Day is so overrated.
So then
And people just knock themselves out.
Then
trying
why
to
are
spend
we
all this
going to
money.
decorate in here for Valentine's Day?
I like to decorate. I don't want to
Oh.
exchange, gifts or anything like that. I like to decorate.
Well,
I'm
you
already
have a
decorated.
heart pillow, don't you?
I got a red mouse.
Don't you have a heart pillow?
I got a heart pillow somewhere.
We could just prop it right up in the chair.
That's not a bad
Decorations
idea.
done.
I think I
That
have
the
some
Santa Claus
decorations
has.
at my house. I'll just go in my
Decorations for
garage.
Valentine's? Really?
Yes.
I
I've
don't
never
think
seen
I have
anybody
ever
decorate
bought
for
decorations
Valentine's.
for Valentine's Day.
Hobby Lobby's got some really nice ones. My daughter went and
Mhm.
bought some. My youngest one did.
But
for
if
her
you're not
house.
celebrating, why are you decorating?
You decorate, you don't celebrate, you decorate. I like to decorate, Rayford.
If you
Okay?
decorate,
Don't
aren't you?
judge me.
Isn't that the same thing as celebrating?
Kind of, sort of. Okay, okay. Then yes, I celebrate, but I don't buy anything. Does that make sense? I take that back. That's a lie. I get my grandson. He always gets Valentine, and my daughters do. So that's a lot.
But Robin doesn't.
Me and Robin don't celebrate. I love Robin every day. I don't love him just one day of the year.
So you just love your grandchildren and your daughters just
my
one day of the
grandson
year.
gets extra 24/7, 365. You know, he gets above and beyond.
I'm just saying what you said.
No, he gets extra.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Robin just gets regular. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you celebrate Valentine's? And if you do, how do you celebrate it?
I bet the donkey man does. I bet.
Oh, I know.
He goes out and gets
Yeah.
his wife breakfast, then he brings her back red roses and
But
all sorts of stuff.
I have seen people stress themselves out so bad and put themselves into financial peril over Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yes. I've actually had clients. I've seen the flip side of that need to express themselves. And I blame it on commercialism. I do.
Yeah. So in the past, you have given Valentine's.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And Robin and I have done Valentine's in the past.
So what is the...
we just finally said, why? Why? This is dumb and it's expensive.
What is the funniest Valentine's gift you ever got?
Oh, I'd have to think about that.
Or the most unusual?
Good question.
Think about that too.
I think I usually always got the typical, stuffed animal, flowers, chocolates. I don't think I got any. I don't recall ever. Even in high school, I had a boyfriend who used to have flowers delivered to school. You spent all that money
On some dead weeds.
on some flowers and truffles because I like chocolate truffles.
Oh.
I had a friend at the post office back when we were carriers, and he always picking on me. So he, as a joke, had flowers delivered to the post office, but they were dead.
Oh, that's
and he'd gotten
awful.
it from the funeral home that he delivered mail to.
I would fight that guy in the parking lot. That is awful. That is awful.
I had
embarrassing.
I didn't know who it was, but somebody got something, a dead flower they got from the flower shop. They throw the stuff out that doesn't sell.
Yeah.
So he went by and got it. And he led up to this whole thing and then had it delivered, a bunch of them delivered in a wrapped up box. And I'm like, I'm not opening it because I don't trust whatever's in there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, because it's coming from an unknown person, and I was in the news at the time. From an unknown person, and it turned out to be a guy, not a gay guy. He was just somebody who was a jokester.
Trying to play a joke. But I mean here's the thing though. You don't know, even if you tend it as a joke, you don't know someone's past history. That could trigger somebody. I mean, seriously. So, but flowers are expensive, Rayford. People go to great lengths. I had a client the other day, they're already making their Valentine's Day plans restaurant wise. I'm like, what are you doing? So
just go to the
funeral. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. And we're going to start decorating immediately. How's that? You're live and local, Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Hey, this is Chris Rainer. I'm your host for Sports Talk. We have it every Friday morning at 9 a.m. We get together and talk about local sports, professional sports, college sports, whatever's going on in the sports world. You can listen right here at 97.1 FM or on our website at WSME971.com. Sports Talk every Friday mornings at 9 a.m.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
Doug. Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emo wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning. And now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back. And thanks to my wife,
Yep.
Theo, we now have some decorations.
Yes, we do.
Yep. It's a heart just for you, Theo.
It's a red heart.
Yeah. What else can you ask for?
I mean, you can't get better than that right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Robbie ran right out and bought one while we were after we just started talking about it and ran it in here. Skid marks are still outside the door.
Yeah. She did a good job bringing that in here.
Yes, she did.
Anyway,
I'm going to check my garage where I keep all my
stuff.
seasonal stuff.
Oh, it looks, it's
yeah. You can
looks
see
good
it.
on the screen.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Got boats for sale. We got all sorts of stuff in there. I was rearranging some things yesterday because more stuff is coming in. It's got to be put out on the floor.
Okay.
And all sorts of displays have been added. So it's like, wow. It is wall-to-wall stuff in that area. So if you haven't been by there lately and you like fishing, you like boating, now is your time. And just walk around and kind of get used to it. I had one guy came in yesterday. All he wanted was a quart of oil, but he started looking and he stayed and he stayed. He said, I haven't been here in a while. I said, well, take your time.
Yeah, look
And,
around.
So he's planning to come back because he's got to buy some new fishing tackle.
Nice.
And another guy came in yesterday and he just had his boat service. He'd never had a boat before. And he bought this boat, a used one, brought it in for servicing. Smart guy. Before he ran it out there on the river somewhere and it broke down.
Yeah.
And so he did that. Then he started talking to me and wanted to talk about fishing because he's never been fishing in his life. Now he's probably 45 years old, but now he wants to go fishing in the ocean. So we talked about all of that. It's easy, you know.
He probably ought to practice in the river first.
Well, I told him I'd lead him out
Give
one
him a
day
class,
this spring.
yeah.
We're going
Train him
he can
up.
follow me out after he plays in the river for a while. But he
Yeah.
wants to go fishing, Spanish fishing, and that's going to be mid-April.
Mhm.
So we're going to hook him up. I told him, come on back. I'll show you what we've got and how to rig it. That's going to be the big thing. So you can guarantee to get some fish.
Okay.
Nothing like going fishing and coming home with nothing, honey. So Tideline Marine's got all that stuff that you need to go offshore, in the rivers, in the intercoastal waterway, wherever you want to go. If you want to go way offshore, got tackle for that as well. So get ready. Get ready. The spring is coming, not that far away. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Winds today, still blustery, 20 to 25 knots out of the west, diminishing to 15 to 20 this afternoon. Seas 6 to 9.
I know.
They'll come down to 5 to 7 this afternoon. That's still too big.
It is.
Dominant period 8 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough. It'll come down this afternoon, only choppy. Northwesterly winds tomorrow, 10 to 15. Seas looking more better, 2 to 4 feet. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Saturday, winds out of the west at 5 to 10. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Let's go fishing.
Today, mostly sunny, a high of only 59, though, and it is going to be gusty and windy today, and the gusts could be as high as 21 miles an hour. Tonight, clear, cold, low of 32. Tomorrow, sunny, high of only 53, but not windy, so that's good. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 30, that's cold. And Saturday, sunny, a high of 58, but still not windy. So, and Saturday night's only 34. So it's going to be, I would call this chilly for the weekend.
Yeah.
Weather forecast.
I got some chili in the refrigerator too.
Yeah.
Well, no, we we both walked in this morning with no jackets.
And we're
Yeah,
both
it's,
wearing
it's,
blue.
it's
And we're
pretty
both
neat.
wearing blue again.
And I'm not.
No.
But you're close.
Yeah, well, I'm getting maroon or whatever. Hello, Victor. How are you?
Good morning, y'all. I'm fine. It was a dark and stormy night, though.
It was, yes.
It was dark pretty much every night around this neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I got issues here that any of the three of you or all the three of you can respond to.
Okay.
Just little tidbits I picked up on the news and touch on subjects that are near and dear to your black little hearts.
Let's hear it.
So, okay, number one, fentanyl.
Yes.
I heard a staunch Republican say a few weeks ago that any drug dealer who sells the drug and the purchaser dies should face capital punishment charges.
Got no problem with that.
Yeah, I can't
Anybody
argue
else
that.
want to respond?
I definitely
I
can't
know where
argue
he's
that.
going with this, though, but go
Well,
ahead.
that's fine, but mainly because there's drug dealer or not, you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who does not know what a incredibly dangerous drug that is, whether it's in the medical community or just sold on the street.
Let me
So
explain.
I don't have a problem with it.
Let me explain the law just a little bit to you. There's a thing called in North Carolina and a lot of other states, something called felony murder.
Mhm.
That if someone dies in the commission of a felony, selling dope is a felony, by the way, then you can be charged and should be charged with felony murder. That is a capital offense in North Carolina. If a person that you are holding hostage dies in a bank robbery, or in the escape from a bank robbery, or you run over somebody while you're driving away from a bank robbery, you can be charged with felonious murder, felony murder.
Okay, thank you for those definitions,
Okay.
which are all true.
Yeah.
Ms. Lee, would you like to cast your hat in the ring on this?
Are you for that being a murder charge?
The fentanyl?
Yes. A drug dealer selling it. Should they be charged?
And
with
somebody
capital murder?
dies.
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
And I know they're
Okay.
strengthening laws on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they just had an arrest here somewhere close by where they charged both the drug dealers with that. They supplied
Okay.
fentanyl to a man and he died from it.
All right. Next. Next one.
What's your butt? Go ahead, Vic.
Well, you know where I was going with this, Mr. Rayford. Where am I going?
You're probably going to say, well, somebody who uses a gun in the commission of a felony and somebody dies, should they get the gas chamber? Is that what you're going to say or something along those lines?
No, sir.
Oh,
I
okay.
was going to add that this staunch Republican also said that the sentence should be carried out by sunset the same day.
I don't know who that was, but that's cannot be done.
That
Number
can't be
one.
done based on our Constitution.
There's an automatic appeal to
Mm-hmm.
appeals court. It has to be checked by the appeals court to make sure the trial was good.
I mean, that's how things were done like 100 years ago, but I get it.
I'll tell you who this staunch Republican was.
Let's hear it.
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah. He speaks off the cuff and says,
he does.
Yeah.
and spouts off. Let me put it
Yeah,
that way. He
agreed.
spouts off, and I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a
as
Trump
you
fan.
know.
Yeah. No.
Okay, I got another Republican.
All right, let's
for
hear it.
you.
Okay.
Okay, has proposed that we use drones on the southern border to take out known cartel sites.
Well, I'm all for that. Okay.
I'm not sure how you. First of all,
What you mean cartel? Back up. Vic, you mean cartel sites
in Mexico.
in Mexico?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
can't
I
do
mean,
that.
yeah, I'm for it, but yeah, we can't do that. That's
Well,
an act of war.
First of all, there's way too much collateral damage likely.
But I'm all
just
for it.
not just possible,
Yeah.
but
Innocent
likely.
people too.
Yeah, I agree.
People that
Yeah.
that do not deserve to die. Now, the
Agreed.
cartel group, I don't really care what happens to them.
Mhm.
Their futures should be very short.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't bother me. We cannot invade another country.
No, that's would be considered an
That's
invasion.
the first
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I don't care how bad the idiot is,
Yeah.
unless we have situations going on like I can give you some, but invading another country just with random gunfire, no, can't do it.
Okay. Ms. Lee?
Yes.
I will say, let me interrupt though, real quick, because I just a thought popped into my head. Rayford, in the Middle East, we do it a lot with drones and bombs of
Yes.
terrorist houses.
Yes.
Isn't that the same thing?
We have pretty much declared war against the terrorists, and we are also very picky. And yes, there will always be a possibility of collateral damage, but we are at a war.
Oh, I agree. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying we're not. I think someone would probably argue, but wait, we do it already. Okay.
Well, people are arguing already.
Okay.
It's a different story, but
Got
we're not invading a country.
That's true.
And we're already there.
Good point. All right.
So
Yeah.
we're,
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's not an invasion.
Let me add on.
Go ahead.
This person has been newly appointed to the House Homeland Security Oversight Committee.
And who would that be? They
Let me-
just made a
let me
bunch
guess,
of
Greg
appointments.
Murphy?
No, he's on the veterans. He got
Oh, he's on the veteran. Yeah. Who? Rick? I don't know who was that. Vic?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh wow.
Why
She
why
got
did
on
she
the oversight committee.
why did she
Yes,
come out with
ma'am.
an opinion like that? Is that just is that the
She's
being
kind of a
like
weirdo
the
anyway.
Donald Trump
she's
stupidity?
very outspoken.
She's a weirdo. I think she's one of those that speaks a lot of time too before they
Think
Yeah, before they think. I don't know how I feel about her.
open mouth,
She's a
but you
little
should
odd.
engage brain first.
Yeah. She got on that committee. Vic, are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
Yikes. That's kind of
That
scary.
was the trade for her backing McCarthy.
Yikes.
Well, sure, that's how it works. You do a lot of trade-offs to get what you want.
That's makes me nervous, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a third one for you.
Okay.
Republican again
All right.
wants to abolish the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Yeah, there are a bunch of people want to do that, but
I
I
saw
disagree
that.
with that.
I disagree with that too.
I do
Who
too.
is that?
Okay, that was Matt Gaetz.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he's out there too.
Yeah, he's way out there.
I think that guy's kind of loony, personally. Just my opinion of him. But why did he say what his reason was? Why does he want to abolish that?
Yeah, that they're ineffective and that they cost too much money.
Well,
I disagree.
You can find all sorts of people who will come out with things. There are people out there who want to abolish the FBI and yada 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 for the actions of a select small number of people in the bureau and also in the bureau ATF.
The only one I want to abolish is the IRS. I'm just saying.
That's personal.
This is what the Republicans are up to.
No, it's what individuals
Yeah,
are
I
up
think
to.
it's some
not
of them.
It's not a Republican mandate.
No, I think they-
and I can say that I'm not a Republican,
They're
so I
like
can say
lone
that.
wolves. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We can keep going. We got the governor of Florida.
DeSantis.
I'm not a fan of
wants
him. either.
oversight on all the libraries and books that teachers have in the classroom. As
Why?
if they're not vetted thoroughly to begin with.
Well, I'm not
Well,
how
he's
sure how
worried.
vetted they are anymore. I mean, they used to be, but
I'm telling you, I am against censorship
I am too.
unless it has to do with like pedophilia. I'm completely against censorship.
or the anarchist cookbook.
Yeah, something
You
crazy
put that
like
in
that.
schools?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
I've had a copy of that to scrutinize it. No.
Yeah, but there might be a book in the classroom. Kids love dinosaurs. First graders, second graders, and it might mention that they died out before human beings came onto this earth. And there are a lot of people
Not
who
all of them.
object to that.
Some of them are still here. The
The
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs?
Yeah. Some of these old people are
Speaking
running.
for yourself.
Nancy
You're speaking for
Pelosi.
yourself again.
Nancy Pelosi and those people,
Oh my.
they survived.
Oh my.
Yes, go ahead, Vic.
People have talked about your toenails, Rayford. You look like a Tyrannosaurus, man.
What?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Who has even seen my
When-
toenails?
Yeah.
I've never.
people like Rayford and I get old, our toenails get really tough and sharp.
Not if you
Ask
keep
some
them
of the
trimmed.
girlfriends I've had.
You have to trim your
Oh,
hoofs.
girl
You
had.
have to trim your hoofs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
this
guys.
conversation turned.
Yeah.
Just wanted to leave you on a laugh.
I appreciate
You
that,
are.
Vic.
Thank
you always
you.
make me laugh, and I appreciate
Okay,
that. Thank
thanks
you.
for your use of the hall.
Yeah. Have a good day.
910-333-0139. Your turn when we come back. What about Valentine's? I wonder if he got any of his girlfriends something for Valentine's. Or maybe his girlfriend got him some toenail clippers.
Oh,
Maybe.
That would be the thing. Or maybe some tin
somebody
shears.
needs to call in and change this subject.
910-333-0139. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all agents and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back live on Local Real Talk, and just got a ship to me. We're good. Our audio is good on radio. The video on radio sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pay attention to what I just said?
I heard you.
Yeah, I agree with that. The video does look bad on radio. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have any on radio,
That's
but
right.
it's apparently on Facebook. Audio level on Facebook is fainter than it is on YouTube, but the video on YouTube is not as good as it is on Facebook. It's all coming out of the same camera. It's all coming out of the same computer.
Then that tells me it's the platform.
Duh.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell
Yeah.
people that.
Yeah.
As long as we
Yeah.
got good audio and radio, that's our primary deal.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to listen to it and you don't have a radio, WSME971.com. If
Yeah.
you're looking at us right now, it's right yonder, just below the telephone.
Oh, no, you can see it good.
WSME971.com. You can listen to our radio station there
Through your computer.
through your
So,
computer.
Yeah, you won't be able to see us on
Nope.
that, but you can
Nope.
hear us.
No,
But it's clear as a bell.
Yeah, it's good there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
those are some strong suggestions.
Now,
We
see-
added this platform of video
Okay.
a couple of 3 years ago when we did not have a radio platform at the
Mhm.
time. So
Yeah.
we decided to, until we could do something else, we would come on with a something. So we picked
Mhm.
Facebook, and we did it,
Mhm.
and it was okay. Video was okay.
meh.
Audio,
Yeah.
we could program just for the video for the Facebook at the time.
Yeah.
Which was different than it turns out on radio.
Agreed.
So we're doing a really bang up job on radio, which is what we're
agree.
supposed to do.
Mhm.
Then Facebook is coming around. Their audio is better.
Right.
YouTube, I still don't know why their audio is not consistently good, but it changes from day to day.
Mhm.
Very much so. It changes from day to day. If you don't believe it, even on Facebook, go back and listen to different days.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
there's nothing we do. We send,
No, it's not
we
us.
send out an
It's-
X number of units.
It's the platform,
Uh,
and we have no control over that.
Nope.
We have
Well,
nothing
I will
we can
tell
do.
you that I sit here and I monitored both
Yeah,
YouTube
she's
and
got them both pulled
Facebook,
up right here.
and the video looks great to me. And then when I go to the audio, it sounds good too. So
on both.
on both, yeah. So
Okay.
I
And it may be different different parts of the county that you're in or the world that you're in.
That's right. And your internet speed at where you're at.
That's a big one for video.
Right.
If your internet speed is not quite so good, we've got here, for instance, we got almost 300 megs of download speed. So we're going to get good material here.
Yeah.
And we pay for it. So it turns out very consistent coming in here when we're looking at it.
Right. That might be why it looks so good on my laptop here because of the speed here.
Oh, yeah. That speed here is
I'll check
supernatural.
Later today, I have a meeting that I know will end early. So I will get on there and check and just see, just out of curiosity, how it looks and sounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of the internal stuff here. Well, we
Right.
do appreciate you people letting us know this stuff. Thank you.
I appreciate all the nice comments. we
Robert
get,
says
too.
we're frozen currently. So, yeah.
Oh, not on mine. I'm running straight
Which one?
on both of them.
Which one is
Which
he?
one is-
Is he?
He's right up there.
Oh, let me see what
he's
he
on
said.
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, he's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yep. He says we're frozen.
Yep. Well,
Once
YouTube,
again,
YouTube has got it frozen.
Yeah, just hit
YouTube
the
needs to
refresh
get it
button,
together.
but
Yeah.
YouTube does that a lot.
I know.
Uh-huh.
That's
We
so
have no
aggravating.
control over
Yeah.
that.
Nope.
Yeah. When I'm watching it for other things, I was
Mhm.
watching a bunch of fishing reports, some stuff, some information the other day. And I mean, it would go through and different ones would freeze up. And these weren't live. These were just automatic, and it was there. That's just the way things were at the time. Good morning. Who's this?
I think it's Steve.
I think it's Steve.
Morning, guys. It's Steve.
I thought
Hey,
I
good
thought I
morning.
recognized that number. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Hope you are too.
Yep. What's up?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just thought I'd call in and say hey.
Hey, what are you getting? How do you feel about Valentine's Day? We have a big
Yeah.
discussion here this morning. Do you celebrate it?
Mildly. It's not like a big holiday for me or my wife.
Same.
Yeah. It seems, I don't know, seems a little trivial. and
Agreed.
commercialized.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah,
want to.
I feel like Christmas is commercialized. So I mean, to have this whole
Oh,
commercial
very
holiday.
much.
I love it though.
Now,
I ain't against it, like young people who are still all gooey and gushy. I've been married for 28
Gooey and
years.
gushy.
That stuff really has played out a long time ago on both
Yeah.
me and my wife.
never
Yeah.
heard him described like that.
I
I
Imagine-
haven't.
Never.
He's not wrong.
I imagine about the only thing you really concern yourself with is like birthday and anniversary, huh? You got to get that right.
Yeah. And my wife she'd much rather have, like, if I took the trash out, that means a lot more than a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, see,
I agree.
exactly.
I
agree
agree.
with that.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Just pick up your clothes, take out the trash, make a dinner once in a while. Hey, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of
I think it's a
Valentine's Day
lot,
then.
But she
Yeah.
does enjoy that.
And got to compliment you on your telephone and your use of your telephone. Your audio is the clearest and the cleanest of any of our callers.
I agree
Yes.
with that.
Well,
Yeah.
He's got a great radio voice too.
Yeah, well,
I was
that
going to say, I make sure to turn off every noise source in the
Yes.
room before I call you.
that's number
so that you
one.
don't have any noise. And then I'm calling you from inside a carpeted studio. So.
Oh, that'll
there's
do it
there's
too.
that, and
Yeah.
then there's your telephone. You're talking into the telephone and not into some piece of stuff you got stuck in your ears that people think gives them good audio quality.
Because it doesn't.
It doesn't
there's
look
a lot goes
ridiculous.
into it, people don't think about it when they hear sound, how much thought goes into making that,
Yep.
I agree.
appealing to your ear.
There
You
you
see,
go.
you're a musician. You would know that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, he texts us some
a
good
squeak
tips.
or a squeal can run people out real
Right.
quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What else is going
I
on?
like your big. No, I was gonna say I like your big furry heart, and my YouTube feed is fine, so it must be just the internet.
I just got a text from another listener said theirs was fine
Okay,
too. So
Yeah, different
Thing
different
just comes
places,
and
different
goes.
computers,
And different internet.
and yeah,
That's
I
right.
we
yeah.
don't know what they're. It
Yeah.
could be a
Mhm.
dial-up. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I like your big furry heart there, Rayford.
Yeah.
Because
Appreciate
I
it.
just like it. I recognize it.
You know that one.
Oh, you had
And
one too?
I'm gonna bring a couple more things in here.
We
I
could
got
hang
you.
it from
I
the
got you.
ceiling.
I just
somewhere.
remembered I have something in my home office that's Valentine. So
Yeah, I didn't think you celebrated Valentine's.
I didn't get it for Valentine. It's
Oh, Lord,
two-sided.
help us.
And one is this. I use my home office is pink, so I use the side that says pink, and the other side says love. It's red. It's for Valentine's Day. I got it at a
I'm
thrift
gonna go
store.
get my red tie.
Yeah.
The one that says naughty.
We've
Oh,
got
Lord.
like 2 weeks of this to go. Oh, mercy.
I'm gonna get Rayford straight. Don't worry. I
Now,
promise.
now, Steve, what is back in your younger days when you and your wife were either dating or when you just got married? What was the most unusual gift she ever gave you? Now, keep it clean.
Talking about he means Valentine's Day.
For
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
I was going to say it's really kind of benign. That's kind of why we don't really indulge in that holiday, is because we can't really think of anything to get each other during that time.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
All right.
I mean,
I give her the same gift every year, but she says she's tired of unwrapping that one.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one.
Rayford is a loss for words.
You're gonna let that one stay on the table just like it is?
Yeah. Anyway.
Here's what I recommend. If you're going to do something for the both of you together. And that would be going to the Borough Restaurant in Swansboro.
That's a good
for
place.
instance. I mean, that,
I
that
think
makes
they're going to be
recommend that.
packed.
That'd be a nice one as well.
Or the
Usually
Italian
we,
restaurant.
either one or the
Italian restaurant's like more romantic in my opinion than the Borough.
Oh.
For ambiance. The food is amazing at both places,
It
owned by the
is.
same person. So
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with either one. But Valentine's Day is a day I will not go out to eat because it's so ridiculously crowded with people with
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'd have to.
That's when I prefer to go anyway.
The few times me and my wife have gone out for Valentine's Day, we do it on the day after.
You have to because it's so
Both of us
ridiculous.
are a little nervous about being in real crowded places.
Yeah, that's how I am.
You get uncomfortable or whatever, but so yeah, a lot of times we'll do that. So, but
yeah,
Valentine's Day's on a Tuesday this year. I was just looking. I didn't even know what day of the week it was. It's a Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Robin. If you're listening, you're going to have to do something, Robin.
But see, they wait till 6 o'clock.
But see, I have clients.
Because the 15th is payday, but it goes into the bank after 6 o'clock on the 14th.
Mhm.
So it'll be busy that night.
It's always
go
busy.
early.
Have y'all not been out to eat on a Valentine's Day around here?
No,
It's
I haven't.
ridiculous.
5
Don't do
o'clock. I'm done.
it. Well, you're one of the few.
No, I'm not. There are a bunch of us there.
Yeah. See, it's like no.
Yeah, about 5:15, they start filling up. And 5 o'clock, I can get any seat I want. Well, I call in advance.
I'll be
anyway.
with. I have a client at 5 on Tuesday. So
I was going to take my granddaughter out yesterday.
And the Valentine's Day lunch.
There you go. Brunch.
Oh, that's a
or-
good
or
idea.
We call something in between
Yeah.
lunch and dinner.
Linner.
Depends on what you order.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, hey. y'all
Thank
have
you,
a blessed
Steve.
day.
You
Thanks,
too.
Steve. Have a good day.
Thanks, Steve.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSMA. Just give us a call at 910-333-0139 and join the mayhem. We'll be right back.
without breaking the bank. Because when the temperature falls, that's when your local Bryant professional turns up the heat efficiently.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this winter. Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, serving our community for over 25 years. Also, Down East can help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today at 346-4311.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less. Down home down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut boneless ribeye loin, just $11.59 a pound. Whole sirloin tip, $3.49 a pound. Fresh ground round is $3.79 a pound. How about whole fresh picnic, just $1.69 a pound. Bone-in sirloin chops, just $1.29 a pound, and split chicken breast is only $2.29 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, zucchini or yellow squash, just 99 cents a pound. California navel oranges are only $3.99 for a 3-pound bag. How about a 5-pound bag of red, white, or russet potatoes? Just $3.99. Extra large green bell peppers, just 99 cents each. A 3-pack of large slicing tomatoes is only $2.99. And sweet, delicious red cherries, just $4.99 a pound. And you get 4 6-packs of Coke or Sprite for just $14. That's your locally owned and operated Wiggy store where good things cost less. Down home down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, stay big with the pig.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we are back, and I think we have Commissioner Royce Bender on the line. Right, Royce?
We sure do. Hey, y'all need to remember that every floral arrangement is a unique work of art by a local artist. And it's produced just specifically for you. So you should order those flowers early for Valentine's.
And I get most of mine at Flowers on the Move right there on Gum Branch.
Is
that right?
Flowers on the Move. Yeah.
Yes.
Flowers on the Move. Yeah.
Well, the state of North Carolina furnishes flowers for me. I just go alongside the road where they plant them,
Oh,
and I
my
pick them.
I'm pretty sure you're probably not supposed to do that, but okay. Oh my word.
Wish we had those here along our roadways instead of all the trash.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get some of those bad people to start picking up the trash along our
Royce,
road.
is there a deadline people should order flowers, especially from Flowers on the Move for Valentine's Day? Is there like a debt cutoff?
Well, there's really not. I mean, we'll take orders right up to the last minute until we can't do it anymore. The problem is, you don't know how many flowers to order.
Right.
So sometimes when you come to the day before, we just literally run out of flowers.
Okay, that makes sense.
Enough, but you don't want to throw a bunch of them in the trash can.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to
deliver dead flowers.
I need to get up with Roy.
Do you ever have any leftover flowers?
Well, when they get old and wilted, we have to throw them away. So we don't.
Well, I was thinking about like the day after Valentine's Day or something like that. If you had any left over, would you offer them at a lower price?
Oh my word!
Yeah. So Robbie's getting dinner
we don't
day
deliver,
after dead flowers.
Poor arrangement. So yeah,
because that reflects.
You can come to the trash can in the back and probably collect what you want. But
Okay. Could I get one of the cards from you too?
Oh my goodness, you're awful.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty much my the week of Valentine's Day. That's my job is to deliver flowers. I'll be out.
Okay. I'm going to be getting up with
flowers
you
every day.
either later today or tomorrow about something that has to do with flowers.
There you go. And Valentine's.
I'll call you before I come.
That's one of my most fun jobs is delivering flowers because most people are pretty happy when you walk up their front door with flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine Mother's Day is the busiest day, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Mother's Day is a busy day too. Valentine's Day is the biggest. We'll probably deliver 200-300 orders.
Wow.
For Valentine's Day. So
Ouch.
it's
That's a
supporting
lot.
Local business, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Good for you.
That's good. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's also a good, good for people and good for business. So.
Well, don't expect any business from Robin.
Yeah, I won't.
No. I don't because I don't want the flowers.
You can't hardly give your wife flowers on Valentine's Day when you're the one delivering. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be full. Well, hey, honey, guess what I got
Look
for
what
you?
I got for you. Well, you know what? But Royce, you could get someone to deliver for you. One of the grandkids.
Yeah.
Now that would be a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a big hit. Yeah.
Or you
That
could
would
go
be cute.
down to the Borough restaurant and pick up one of their dinners that that will last till you get home.
That's a good deal too.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
That's even better.
My granddaughter likes to make an arrangement for my wife.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's learning. She's 7, so
Oh, that's awesome.
she's learning.
That's
Good.
special.
But,
Now see,
yeah.
that means something. Yeah.
That's
We'd
kind of
love
like
to go to the Borough restaurant. I love the Borough.
Oh, their food is amazing.
Won't be able to go Valentine's Day, but maybe we can go afterwards.
there you go.
Heck yeah.
They're still
I
open.
wouldn't go Valentine's Day. It would be crowded. No way.
No.
No.
I'm sure I'll be working till late at night.
I will. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Same
All right.
here. Yeah.
Hey, Royce, thank you, sir.
Y'all have a good day.
You
Have a
too.
good
You
day.
too.
Now let's see if I can tell this without
Uh-oh.
offending too many people.
I doubt it, but go for it.
Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
right after Robbie and I got married. You
Mhm.
know, we got married in October.
Yeah.
And of course, I was the news director in
Yeah.
Wilmington at a TV station. And my anchor, who'd been there a long, long time, she came up. She said, "Now, listen. I know you just got married. Now, don't forget it's Valentine's Day, and be sure you get the flowers. Be sure you get some flowers now." I said, "Got it taken care of, Francis. Not a problem." I said, "This morning when you came to work this afternoon, there's a big cemetery there, and the wind was blowing like blazes." I said, "Did you see all those flowers that were blown across the
You were
road there?"
so bad.
She got mad. She thought I was serious.
Oh, my! You were so bad.
To the bone, to the bone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's the most unusual gift? Robbie's probably laughing because she knows better. What's the most unusual gift you got or gave for
I think
Valentine's?
most people just do traditional stuff. I mean,
Yes, I
I mean,
think
some
so.
people.
I want to know if somebody gave something unusual.
Well, some people give like naked photos of themselves. They do
That's
that.
unusual.
Robbie, you're not getting one.
Some people get lingerie. I mean, but it's
Yes.
all like
I'm
the
not
stuff
gonna
you
wear
would
that either.
expect. I mean, I don't. Maybe somebody has gotten something ridiculous. I don't know unless you want your butt beat. I mean, I guess it depends on because like for example, Valentine's Day is not the day to give like let's say an appliance. Don't do
Right.
it. Yeah, unless
A
the
new
person-
vacuum
Oh, no,
cleaner.
look at Rayford.
Nope.
Right there, you did it, didn't you?
Nope.
Okay.
A set of dishes, pots and pans.
You don't do that.
That's
You would not do that on
Well,
Valentine's
that's
Day.
what I get.
Oh, it's what you get.
Yeah, if that's what I want, I'll go buy it.
Well, if it's what you want, that's different. But
Mhm.
yeah, don't give that kind of that. That'll get you.
How
That'll
about a
get
box
you
of
hurt.
ammo? Would that be good? With a heart written on
If the person's into ammo, yes.
Okay.
If
Yes,
they're
that's
not, I would
nice.
say no.
That's nice.
No, they can give it back to me. It'll be all right too.
Right.
Well, that's, yeah.
Let's take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Police in Monterey Park, California are still looking for a motive for a shooting at a dance hall last Saturday night. A man killed 11 people, then himself the next day.
Based on the interviews the invest conducting, they have not been able to establish a connection between the suspect and any of the victims thus far.
LA County Sheriff Robert Luna says the pistol used in the shooting was bought in 1999 and that Hu Can Tran left a motorcycle nearby, presumably as an alternate getaway vehicle. The big tech company Meta plans to end former President Trump's social media suspension.
In the coming weeks, he can use Facebook and Instagram again. I mean, of course, there are guardrails, there are rules.
Meta Global Affairs President Nick Clegg on Fox. For now, the former president posts exclusively on Truth Social, an agreement that expires in June. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
Either one of you have been following that case down in Jacksonville, Florida, with the Microsoft executive.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I started
Mhm.
looking at it a little bit more because they said that they have somebody that they were interested in a couple of days ago. Well, they've arrested the guy. The Microsoft guy was Jared Britigans. I don't know how you pronounce this. Anyway, his widow, Kristen, spoke to Fox News Wednesday, just a few hours after this Florida guy was arrested for the murder. And then she had some comments about this guy and her slain husband's
his
ex-wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because they didn't have an exact motive, but they were working on some stuff. So who knows? I don't know. But Kristen, the widow, said, "I'm not surprised, to be honest." Amazing. But the 33-year-old guy, Jared, was gunned down February 16th last year, of course, in front of after dropping off the twins that he had
At the
that
ex-wife's
he
house.
shares
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Gardner Fernandez at her home in Jacksonville Beach. He was lured from the car by a tire placed in the middle of the one-way road. I saw that tire was there. He got out of the car and then he was killed.
That was really strange.
I wonder what they obviously didn't say what the motive was.
I don't see anything. The guy, he's charged conspiracy to commit murder. A guy named he's 61 years old, Henry Tenon. Commit murder, second-degree murder, accessory after the fact to a capital felony, and child abuse. Kristen and one of Jared's brothers, Adam, attended the press conference and gave her first interview afterwards to Fox News. They charged him with conspiracy. That means there are more people. Duh, exactly what I was going to say. This was orchestrated, this was planned, and this was specific to Jared.
I'm just reading why the second wife was called her out. The ex-wife recently moved to Washington State.
Yep.
And she's like, wait a minute, I think it's a little weird that she moved across country in the middle of a murder investigation over the children's dad. Yeah, I can't argue that. It is a little odd.
A little suspicious.
Well, I expect probably a murder warrant is going to be served on her in Washington, and that you will hear about bringing her home.
Well, I watched the opening statements on the Murdaugh trial out of South Carolina yesterday.
That's an interesting case.
Now, that's very interesting.
Bizarre. I mean, it's
the defense attorney in his opening statement came up with so many good points, and the biggest thing is the timeline where he allegedly killed his wife and son, and when he left the house to go get help or whatever, but they never found any blood splattered clothes, any of his stuff, and nothing really to link him to it. You have to listen to it. It was bizarre. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But they said that when his son was shot, it actually blew his brains out of his head. So you would think there would be some type of blood splatter somewhere on the person that did it. Unless he had it so planned that he was wearing a complete biosuit and he dumped it somewhere, but he didn't really have enough time to do that.
I don't know.
Well, how quickly was he apprehended after the murder?
He wasn't apprehended right after the murder, but they did test his hands for GSR, but they said there wasn't really it could have been from just holding a weapon, like picking it up after he'd been fired, whatever. They didn't really show a lot of GSR on him.
Gloves.
Yes.
I would have wore gloves.
Right.
If I was ever going to commit a crime, it would be.
You got disposable gloves everywhere.
But
I would wear those.
They're
over
talking
a
about
hazmat suit, the little white things over my shoes. Like
they were talking.
Yeah,
they were talking about a video between him and his son that was just made like minutes prior to. It's all really bizarre. It's going to be interesting to watch this one.
Yeah.
If they're going to be able to prove enough to show him guilty.
What do you think is going to happen in Memphis?
Riots.
Yeah, no doubt. Once they see the video, the body cam video.
Yes.
I think they're going to release that today. This is where a 29-year-old guy was African-American, stopped, and 5 African-American police officers trying to restrain him, they said, they beat him and beat him and beat him for several minutes, and the guy died. A couple of days later in the hospital, was it?
Yes.
3 days after the traffic stop. Now, they were all terminated. There's an investigation.
They should probably be charged.
I want to see the video. Yes, these were big police officers too. These were not little, 110-pound runts, and they were big guys. And I just don't know what an unarmed guy, could do to warrant that.
I agree. That's one point.
Unless he was absolutely on PCP or something else.
But he wasn't, as far as I know.
I don't know. I haven't seen the
Once
toxicology
they release
report.
that video, that body cam.
Yep. We're going to, there will be, I'm reasonably sure that they've got probably issuing warrants is the reason they're going to release the video.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. So
I know even the police chief is begging the people, please do not react violently
yeah,
to this.
there's no reason to react. If they do nothing, it's a different story. But if they do nothing, not to that it would warrant rioting, but if they do nothing about this and exonerate these officers, that's one thing. That's one, get up and raise Cain.
Yeah.
Don't go violating laws like burning stuff. You don't serve any purpose when you do that, idiots. When you do that, all the attention is taken off of those officers, ex-officers.
Yes.
Then
I
the
agree.
attention is placed on you because you're violating the law and being bad.
Well, those 5 officers failed their community.
Oh, God, yes.
And they failed the Nichols family.
Well, what's happening in Tennessee? You've got all those officers having sex with that one female cop, and now you've got this. Like, what's going on? It's not the same city, right?
I don't know where the other one were. This was Memphis.
Was the other one Memphis too?
I don't
That
know.
was big time news. They all half of them got fired, and the other ones got suspended. That was like,
Why? Because they had sex with a woman?
she's a cop,
So?
and they were having on duty, and
That's the problem.
it was part of an internal investigation. Half of them are married. She's married.
Uh-huh.
They had a hot tub party with some of those
On duty?
some of them. It was you didn't hear that story?
No, I guess I missed that one.
That was like a couple weeks ago. We were talking about that the other day at work. Let me look.
Well, I hope
that was like, I'm trying to figure out, was it Memphis? Where was it? Because the
Memphis
problem
can be
is
a weird
they
city.
fired. It was a smaller town, but they fired half the 5 officers are fired.
She was a busy woman.
It's a big old sex scandal in Laverne. It's a Nashville suburb. Okay.
So
yeah,
quite some distance.
And it started with the internal investigation. They were having sex on duty, taking naked pictures. I had a girl gone wild party in a hot tub and tops came off. It was all kinds of crazy nonsense. Yeah. Her husband came out saying he's standing by her. He's a fish and wildlife person.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 were suspended and 5 were fired. What a hot mess. Yeah.
Well, didn't you, going back to that other, didn't you mention that 2 Memphis Fire Department employees?
EMTs.
Yes, they were also fired.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Tennessee needs to get it together. Come on, Tennessee. You got to do better than that.
Tennessee's starting to make some other places look
telling
better.
you. Yeah. Who would have thought?
I don't know. I don't know. I just cannot. All the time I spent, we didn't see anything like that.
And well,
back in the days,
the girl that was doing it was she already faced termination because she'd been involved in like 5 or 6 wrecked vehicles, or she couldn't drive her patrol car properly or something. Yeah.
Oh my.
So yeah.
Well, getting back earlier, skipping back on a subject when Vic called, our Congressman Murphy was named to the House Veterans Affairs Committee, which is great because we have like over 89,000 veterans in District 3 alone, and 3 major bases. So this is very good for our area to have him on that committee. And I just wanted to mention that because we had somewhat touched on it, and I had that open, and I wanted to throw that out there. Congratulations, Congressman.
Yeah.
And Kelly and I are still fascinated with this Beth Woods case. She goes to court today. The state auditor that did the hit and run, they've got a video out now where somebody's ushering her away from the scene saying, you need to get out of here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
If they got that.
Get her out of here. Video appears to show State Auditor Beth Wood being ushered from the scene of the crash.
Wonder by
which
whom.
tells you what?
There was intent, and there was.
It also tells me she was drunk. They
She
knew
was
it.
drunk.
Well, yeah,
she's been drinking.
Well, she's already came out and said that she was not. I am not resigning. Her quote was, "I made a mistake, a serious mistake, but I am not resigning." She said, I was at the event for 2 hours. When I left, I made a sharp right turn and inadvertently hit a parked car. No, lady, you drove on top of a car. You drove on a car and left with your engine running. all hallmark marks of somebody drunk. And she said, I was shocked by the incident. And when I was unable to move my vehicle, I left the scene. That was a serious mistake, and I regret my decision.
Well, it says in the social media video taken by rideshare driver Larry Beam, people are seen walking away from the crash scene, ushering a woman fitting the description of Wood into the Salisbury Street building, yelling, "Get her out of here!" And this gentleman that taped it said it was her. It was her for sure. Yeah, and it says the video then pans to show the aftermath of the crash, a dark Toyota sedan with the state license plate atop a parked car.
And the parked car belonged to a poor little girl that was working at borrowed her parents' car to drive to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like the list of people that helping with the cover
plot
up is
thickens.
growing.
It thickens.
Either one of you drink Fireball whiskey?
I have. I don't like it, but I have. Why?
It'll light you on fire.
They're being sued.
Oh, why?
Don't even say
a number of Fireball consumers, people that like it, they were duped when they picked up a bottle of 3.4 ounce bottles, small bottles, of a bottle of Fireball cinnamon at convenience stores, gas stations, and supermarkets around the country.
Liquor.
Well, in some places they sell liquor in grocery stores.
But but not in North Carolina.
I know
I've
this
seen
is
it.
not in North Carolina.
I've seen it in the gas station back home, and it's. I laughed. I'm like, that's not real Fireball.
But anyway, they say they were duped into buying it. There's no whiskey in it whatsoever. It's the same looking bottle,
It looks
label,
exactly,
everything
but
looks the
it's
same.
wine.
3.4 ounce bottles of Fireball, malt beverages flavored to taste like the company's Fireball cinnamon whiskey product, but doesn't actually contain whiskey.
Correct.
It's a malt beverage.
It is. They sell it back home at the Sheets in Eden, North Carolina. I've
If
seen it in there.
if you find something in a grocery store or a Sheets store
In North Carolina, it's not liquor.
it ain't better not be liquor.
No, I laughed. I'm like, oh my! And my daughter was with me, and I was like, I wonder how many people are gonna buy this thinking it's got liquor in it, because it doesn't.
Apparently a lot, and there are a bunch of them. We got together and they filed lawsuits.
I can't blame because it looks identical. It looks like the actual bottle. Yeah. I mean, I knew it when I was laughing. I'm like, I wonder. I should have asked the Sheets people, how is this a big seller? Because you're gonna be some mad individuals. Yeah.
Oh well. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's right.
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, and we'll be right back with weather.
It's Steve Goddard, and the next Goddard's Gold is a goodie. We're all American, red, white, and blue. Top American groups like the Birds and Turtles, and Temptations, Beach Boys, Creedence, Fifth Dimension, Love and Spoonful, Peter, Paul, and Mary, the Four Seasons, Tommy James, and the Shondells. The British invasion didn't knock them out. Top American groups, next Gold, Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on Freedom 97.1 and 1120 a.m. WSME.
Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
If you own rental property but don't have time or expertise to manage it, entrust Fountain Management with managing your rental properties. There will be no disappointments. Fountain Management is very receptive to answering any questions along the way. If you're looking for an professional, friendly management company, call Fountain Management today, 910-455-1609, or visit Fountain Management at 255 Williamsburg Parkway, Jacksonville.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting Maintenance, power washing, and roofing, fully licensed, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting Maintenance and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Don't break a heart or your bank account this Valentine's Day. Be sure to make it a Barnes Diamond Gallery gift for the love in your life. You see, you always get a sweetheart of a deal at Barnes Diamond Gallery. Family owned and operated since 1982. You are guaranteed to find the perfect diamond, emerald, ruby, or sapphire. Barnes Diamond Gallery also has a great selection of earrings, watches, bracelets, necklaces, rings, and pendants that will make that special person happy this Valentine's Day. Barnes Diamond Gallery custom designs jewelry and pays top prices for gold, sterling silver jewelry, sterling flatware, and diamonds. Make that special person feel extra special with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville. Family owned and operated since 1902.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
If you want to give your loved one a Valentine's Day gift, I got a suggestion for you.
Oh, Lord.
First, go buy and get some flowers.
Mhm.
Take it down to Tideline Marine. Buy a boat and give them the boat with the flowers.
So you get a discount.
Okay, that's a good.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that one.
There you go. So, Lee, maybe you could encourage someone out there to do that for you. I can help you out with this stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
And
Stove first. I need a stove. I still
might get
haven't
her a
gone out.
stove.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone out to get a stove.
Well, they make these little square ones
I
that run
have
off propane.
yes, and
or
I have
butane.
grills.
Got-
I
yeah.
have
It's
all
real
that.
easy.
There's no hurry for it.
There you go. I just go out to eat a lot.
No, I like.
Cold cuts, here we come.
No, I try to eat. Well, I've been off the healthy kick for a while. I've got to get back on. But
Tideline Marine, they got all sorts of stuff for you. If you want to give a gift, you can do that. If you just want to give yourself a gift, a new fishing pole is pretty much right in line with what you might need in the coming months. If your stuff is all worn out, you caught too many fish on it last year, and you say, well, I just need to get me a new one. I'll start from scratch. Tideline Marine is the place to go. If you just need to get some line to re-spool it with, and check, we're going to give you some tips, and Tideline's going to give you some tips on a regular basis. Come on down. If you're using monofilament and it's frayed, if you used it a lot last year and the year before, and particularly if you left it out in the sun, that stuff doesn't last forever. And there's nothing like having a 50-pound king mackerel on the line and the line breaks.
oh, that
Will hurt my feelings.
That would be bad. Yeah.
Especially during a
Especially after
tournament.
all that work. Yeah.
be more than
Yeah.
hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I'd be mad.
Especially during a tournament. Well, things like that do happen. So
It does.
check your gear, make sure it's up to speed and everything is good. And if not, if you have some problems, Tideline Marine can help you out. Okay, they can get your line, some new line, they can do whatever. Leaders, hooks, the same way. A bunch of rusty lures hanging around. They're just not going to do it. They're not sharp. The hooks are not sharp anymore. Duh. Fish don't get caught with dull hooks. That's just a rule.
They don't?
No,
Oh.
you can't do it.
Okay. Didn't know that.
159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Winds today blustery, 20 to 25 knots out of the west, diminishing to 15 to 20 this afternoon. 6 to 9 foot seas out there. Yuck.
Yep.
They'll come down to 5 to 7 this afternoon. Dominant period 8 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough, diminishing to choppy later this afternoon. Tomorrow, northwesterly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4. Sounds and rivers only a moderate chop tomorrow. And on Saturday, seas 2 to 3 feet. I haven't seen that in a while. That's a great
Yeah,
forecast. Westerly winds 5 to 10 knots.
Today, mostly sunny, a high of 59. Windy with gusts as high as 21 miles an hour. Tonight, clear, cold, low of 32. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 53. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 30. On Saturday, sunny, high of 58.
All right, 910-333-0139. Got anything you want to chat about today? Give us a call, 910-333-0139. If you're a corporate mascot, you're in danger.
Why?
A corporate mascot. Are you current enough? Are you woke enough? The M&M super
Oh, I know.
spokes
I saw that
candies,
yesterday. They're
those
mad about her
little
boots.
spoke candies
Yes.
are only the latest to get swallowed up by the left's dominance of corporate culture.
Yes.
They have shelved them. They're
You
no
know why?
longer available.
Well,
Why?
good,
Because they
'cause-
took her boots. The green M&M had the white go-go boots.
Yes.
They took them off and put tennis shoes on her, and people flipped out about it. So they're like, you know what? We're not having any of the candies anymore as mascots. They've
Why?
hired an actress instead. Yep.
It's
Because of
ridiculous.
boots?
She's going to be, because people
Ridiculous.
got mad about her, the M&M taking the go-go boots off the green M&M girls.
Maybe the go-go boots were worn out and had holes. She needed new
People wanted
shoes.
no, they didn't want her to have the shoes. They want the go-go boots back.
Yeah, well,
So
I
the
like
woke
go-go
people are
boots.
saying it's sexist because she had go-go boots on. They didn't like that.
Oh, you know,
I
This has just gotten
am
so
like,
dumb, it's
what
unreal.
in the world?
these people
Where
and their
have-
wokeness.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yes, I read it yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up and prove it to you. There's an actress now, and I'm trying to figure out who. Maya Rudolph.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah, she's funny, but
I don't
she
know who
is
she
now.
is.
Yeah, you do. I'll show you a picture, and you'll know exactly who she is.
She was
Um,
on King of what was that?
I don't watch it. Never have.
Yeah,
All right, let me pull her up.
she's a comedian.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Does she wear go-go boots?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
M&M controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Why do we
okay.
have to have controversy over M&Ms?
How do you? How,
Her. She's half African American, half
Still don't
Jewish.
know her.
Yeah. So I look at some of the woke people who are very anti-Jew. May have a problem with her because her
well,
father was
yeah.
Jewish.
Whoops. I
Yeah.
guess that'll be a problem, won't it?
Yeah. If you've ever seen the movie Bridesmaids, she's in it. She plays the bride.
Yes.
That movie's funny. She's funny, but I don't know how you're going to have a comedian be a M&M spokesperson. But she is. She's going to be the new person.
Mm-hmm.
And no, none of the little candies in the commercials now.
Did you read what M&M said? In the last year, we've made some changes to our beloved spokes candies.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't sure if anyone would even notice, and we definitely didn't think it would break the internet. But now we get it. Even a candy shoes can be polarizing.
Just
people,
put the go-go boots back. Put the go-go boots back on the green M&M. Bottom line, and let's just keep on going. That's how she's always been. Let's just do that.
What is the problem?
I don't know.
Why did the woke people
I don't
have
know
a problem?
Who knows?
I've never paid attention to what was on the
That was
feet.
just her little outfit. I mean, it just was.
I never paid attention to it.
Don't know.
I never noticed, and I
They
just
were
looked
white
at it and I
little
said,
go-go
well, I
boots.
guess I've seen it.
Oh,
but-
it's because most notably, the company made the green M&Ms less sexy by shortening her legs and replacing her high-heeled boots with sneakers. Seriously.
Well, who knows? I never
Did
noticed
somebody
her,
ever
her
think?
legs were shortened.
Did anybody ever think that candy person thing was sexy?
No. Well, I obviously someone.
We
must
have some perverts out there.
That is sick, but yeah. No, I didn't notice they shortened her legs.
Oh, no. This controversy is getting ridiculous. They said the woke M&Ms have returned to the green M&M, got her boots back, but apparently it is now a lesbian. Maybe.
What?
Oh my! I knew it. I
What?
knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
And there
that's why
is-
she had the sneakers on, Rayford. She's not a lesbian.
And it says, and there is also a plus size obese purple M&M.
They're all big M&Ms. Like, what's happening right now? Would that make her bigger than the other ones?
You know, if I want an M&M,
This is dumb.
I just go
This
buy
is
an
just
M&M. I
dumb.
don't look at.
This is so dumb.
I have never
I
noticed.
just
the
reach my
boots.
hand in a bag, take them out and eat them.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean they're M&M candies.
They don't have legs.
Why do they have to
That I
make
know
a
of.
candy a lesbian or a straight person? I mean, what does it matter? What does it matter? Nobody cares. They're candies. See, this woke thing has just gotten too far.
I'm
Too far.
still trying to understand woke.
I told you
what does it actually mean? What's your okay? You're going to have to pull up a definition if you don't know.
I told you what the meaning was for me. When I get up in the morning, open my eyes,
I'm
I
awake.
am woke.
Yeah, I woke up.
I'm woke.
As long as I woke up every morning, I'm
Yes,
fine.
sirree.
When I don't
Thank
woke up,
goodness
it's
for
a
that.
problem.
Okay. Woke is an adjective derived from African American vernacular English, meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination.
I never knew that.
Beginning in the 2010s, it came to encompass a broader awareness of social inequalities such as sexism, and had also been used as shorthand for American left ideas involving identity, politics, and social justice.
Really?
Such as the notion of white privilege and slavery.
All of that.
That's what it says.
When are we ever going to let the past go?
These are M&Ms, right?
Yeah.
And how is I don't understand how making an M&M have a sexual identity sells M&Ms.
Or doesn't. I don't. Y'all got some explaining to do.
So how are we getting around the M&Ms that have nuts in them?
We're not, because on their little, they don't have them on their spokespeople. That's just inside.
That could be trouble there.
I don't think so. They're not going with that. This is just dumb. This is just dumb. Yeah.
What is? I can find a good killing story somewhere down here. Murder, mayhem.
Well, I found a story yesterday that just fascinated me, and the headline reads: "Atomic bomb missing in eastern North Carolina for 62 years is still buried underneath the farmland."
You didn't know that?
We talked about that Monday.
I heard about it a while back. I just guess I didn't realize that this involved some deaths. I didn't hear the whole story, I guess.
It was a plane crash. A plane.
An Onso County native was one of the co-pilots on the plane. He actually survived, and he wasn't even strapped into his little seat. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I didn't hear the whole story. Yeah. Just wild. People still go to that farm looking for that. Now, I wouldn't go nowhere near it, but that's just me. I'd be worried about it would blow up still.
Well, it has to have it's not armed.
Well, yeah, but isn't it like dynamite to get it wet?
No, you have to have an explosive device to make it.
Well,
does not have its trigger.
You get dynamite wet, it can still blow up.
Yeah. After it dries out.
Yeah. All right.
So it becomes unstable. Dynamite.
That was a wild. I just didn't. I knew that it had. I'd heard that story, but I didn't hear all the particulars. I didn't know it involved a collision, involved a plane crashing. A couple of people died. Some of them survived. I didn't know all that was involved.
Yeah.
I just thought they lost the bomb.
Nope.
Wow. I saw that the other day. I'm like,
yeah, we talked about that Monday about that. What happened?
wild.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, I learned something. I like learning stuff. So.
You know what happened on this day in 1979?
I'm scared to know.
Was this when the hostages were freed in Tehran?
Nope.
Okay.
The Dukes of Hazzard premiered.
I love that show. I love the Dukes of Hazzard. That a show I like to watch.
Absolutely had no redeeming.
Well, the woke people got that taken off the air too.
Well, I named my basset hound after that basset hound on the show. Yep.
Flash.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch that religiously as a kid. And even the reruns. I like to watch it.
I did too.
Because it's mindless and it's funny.
It's
good old Boss
entertaining.
Hog.
You don't have to
Yeah.
think about it, and you also know that there's no place in the world that exists quite like that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Hazard County, Georgia.
I do know some people like Boss Hog.
I do too.
Yes, that brings to mind.
Yeah, and what
Boss Hog thought he had more power than he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was one of the most probably profitable things, other than the show itself, to come out to result from that show?
Profitable
racing?
The General Lee car.
Oh, you said most profitable.
The Daisy
I would
Dukes.
say-
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, Daisy Dukes. Oh,
I mean that.
Yeah, her little Daisy Dukes.
I had
shorts.
Daisy Dukes back then.
I did too.
I did too.
Yeah.
But I was a teenager. Well, I was a young teenager in some of those years.
But,
yeah.
Now my Daisy Dukes are flannel to my knees.
That was a good show, but that show was wholesome.
It was.
It
was
always had like
fun.
a story. There was always a moral. You know, it's doing right, loving your family. You know, loving your area where you lived. I mean, it was all that.
And
There was nothing bad about it. And when that people started complaining about it, I got so upset.
Well, what they're complaining about the General Lee.
It was a car.
And playing the Dixie on the horn.
Right, and the flag on it.
But that was, you know, but they on the show, it was not portrayed as being racist at all.
No, it
and
wasn't.
They loved everybody on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just twist things.
Yeah, they do. It gets to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
how could you not love Roscoe P. Coltrane?
I know.
He's so dim-witted. I mean, how could you not? Flash.
That was best part of it. Yeah, Flash.
Cooter's Garage. He went on to become in politics.
Yeah. Well, you know, we had what was it saying? Oh, you better buckle up now, you hear?
Yep.
Something like that.
Here.
That's a good old boy.
Yeah, so because we're gonna be doing some running, some high speed running. Those cars could jump. Wonder how many of those General Lees there actually were. It wasn't just one.
No, there was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Universal Studio used to have a tour, and they would talk about that.
Is that right?
I went on the tour. Yeah. Yeah.
Dodge Ram.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Dodge Ram Lamb. It's a small version of the Dodge Ram.
My dad drove a Dodge Ram.
Wow.
It's kind of like the Tundra. They got the Tacoma. That's a smaller version.
Okay.
Right.
It's called a Lamb.
That's what they're. I don't know what's going to be called a Lamb or not, but that's what the story is portraying it as. The Dodge Ram Lamb. That would be
The
perfect.
Lamb.
Well, then it can't be a Ram Lamb. It could just have to be a Dodge Lamb. Because you can't make it a Ram and then a Lamb. That's kind of a.
Well, a Ram's a lamb.
A ram is big.
Yes.
No, a ram is not a lamb. A lamb is a baby.
Yeah.
Well, that's what. Yeah, a ram
so you
is
can't
like.
call it a ram lamb. It just say Dodge Lamb.
Well, where do lambs come from? Rams.
Yeah, but that's
out of
a
hand.
ram indicates it's
Right.
a big animal.
Does it
A lamb
indicate
is
it's a big
baby.
animal or
Yeah.
it's a male?
Both.
Right.
A male, big male animal.
It's the baby
Yeah.
daddy then.
Yeah.
It's the baby daddy to the
Yeah.
lamb. Rafer's
Yeah.
like, I got it.
It's the daddy to the lamb.
Well, Kelly, let me ask you this now. I know you get a lot of stuff delivered to your house. Do you get
sure do.
Uber Eats delivered to your
I
house?
do DoorDash.
Okay,
Yeah.
DoorDash.
Mhm.
This Uber Eats person and it got an order for McDonald's, to somebody at a college basketball game in Chicago. 16 minutes left on the court, on the clock. He walks right out onto the floor with the McDonald's bag looking for who ordered it. They had to stop the basketball game.
Now, come on. That's
It's
just dumb.
That's
Come
dedication.
on.
He wanted to make
You
sure
could, yeah,
he
but
got.
you could go around the floor, right? Those people look. People take basketball seriously. You can get your butt beat for that.
Yeah, he walked right out onto the court
see them
during the
beat
game.
him
They had to
down.
stop the game.
Oh, now see, that's no.
The male sheep are called rams.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm. And
That's
the lamb is a baby.
Doesn't say anything about it being an adult. It's a ram sheep. The
Okay.
females, what are the females called?
Mamas.
You.
Ewes.
Ewes.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
But rams have the horns,
And-
Rayford, and
and-
little baby lambs don't have the horns yet.
And
So-
immature animals of either sex are called lambs.
Yes. So if it's mature, it's an adult.
But it can be a female.
Really?
Yeah.
A
Dodge,
ram
what
can
have
be
you
a-
done?
A lamb can be female.
A lamb can be a female, yes, but can a ram be a female?
No.
That's
Well,
what I'm
in
saying.
today's culture, you
Well,
can be what you
That's
want
what
to
I'm
be.
saying. A ram is a adult male lamb or adult male sheep with horns.
It's a male sheep.
Oh my God, we're going to argue about this, aren't we?
Just as long as the little lamb is not wearing go-go boots, we'll be okay.
Well, they got built into ones, don't they? Little
They
furry
got
ones.
hooves.
They got furry ones,
Yes.
furry things. Oh my! Wonder what they're gonna do with poodles that get all dressed up and they're manicured, cut, and all that sort of good stuff. Wonder what the woke people would do about that. Is there something sexy about that? Way the
I've
poodles
seen
are
some
cut.
woke people rainbow color their poodles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've
that would
seen
be.
that,
that's-
I've seen that. Yeah.
I can imagine poodles committing suicide over
I
there.
mean, I just don't want people like dye their dog's hair and stuff. That really
Quit
bugs
that,
me.
yeah.
That bugs me so bad.
I just noticed yesterday for the first time my cat's both his front legs have fur that had been shaved off of him in a strip. Because he was in the vet last week getting his
Oh.
dental done, and I had never noticed it. And he was sitting there, and I just
Your
kept
cat's been
looking at
around
his
you
legs.
and you didn't notice that. What kind of owner are you?
Well,
How did you not notice your cat was shaved? How did you not notice that?
I never. Well, because he's usually laying down when I see him. I didn't notice
Oh
it.
my goodness,
My
Lee.
granddaughter noticed
That's
it
bad.
yesterday.
You should be ashamed of yourself for that.
My
you should
cat's
feel
cool.
some shame. Yeah.
Every time I take him to the vet, they want to keep him. They said they want to make him the vet.
You even
plat.
posted a picture a picture of all three of them laying together on the couch, and you didn't notice that his little paws were
He was
shaved?
curled. I already knew by then, but
Okay.
he was all curled up. But he's a cool cat. But
I know
oh
he is,
yeah,
but-
I mean, I don't have room on the couch.
She
All my
don't. Her animals don't let her sit there, Rayford.
I
It's
know.
awesome.
They have to be next to me, so they all pile up. Oh my, because they love me.
Let's take a break
Hi, guys.
so I can chastise Lee off the air.
Yeah.
For not noticing her cat was shaved.
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
we're still on camera, so nothing physical. Okay.
Yeah, somebody
I
just
won't read it,
text.
yeah.
A female lamb is a you.
Is a ewe,
That's what I
yeah.
said.
You.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, if it's a ram, it's grown. It's got the horns, Rayford. It's not just a male. I disagree with that completely. And the Dodge Ram symbol has horns on it
Yeah. That happens to be an
because
adult
he's an
male,
adult
obviously.
male. Yeah.
Well, that's like when we went from the pony to the Pinto in cars.
I like the Mustang. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We might be right back.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
After a long day, who wants to spend time in the kitchen? Let the Burrow restaurant simplify your life and do the cooking for you. Family dinners that will please even the pickiest palate. Place your to-go order at the Burrow's Facebook page. Tell us if there's a special pickup time or any other instructions, and we'll take care of the rest. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details.
All right, got a couple of
Simplify
callers.
your life
Howard,
with
you're
help
up
from the
first.
Burrow Restaurant,
Robin,
109
stand by.
Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
And we are back. And Howard, you're up first. Good morning.
All right. I just just got a couple quick things, Rayford.
Okay.
If the ram, which has horns now, like you guys all agreed,
That's the adult.
identifies as a female, what would it be then?
Let's not even do this.
I've got something, but I'm not going to say
Let's
it.
not even do this.
All right. And the second thing is, my best buddy told me a story one time where he came home from a rough day at work, and it was Valentine's Day, and he forgot to get his wife something. She called him into the bedroom and said, "I got a gift for you. You want to unwrap it?" And here she is wearing 3 bows in strategic places, and I'll clean that up real quick. But he said that was the best Valentine's Day he ever had.
Whoops. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. I tried to be diplomatic.
You were
I like
very,
it.
you were
I
very
like it.
diplomatic. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, sir, Robin.
All right. Well, so I figured I've been listening to you guys this morning with all this frivolous discussion on Rams and
M&M's.
Rams and TV shows and what is it? That other show, the one with Dixie Duke, whatever it is. I mean, so I figured I'd
Daisy
go with-
Duke, Robin. Daisy Duke. Get it right. Get it right.
Whatever. It's not mind-boggling, frivolous, mind-numbing shows. And you know what amazes me is that I got a wife that has 2 master's degrees. She's a therapist, intelligent as all get up. And you know what she'll watch? That just drives me absolutely nuts. I can't even stand watching 5 minutes of it. Can you guess, Kelly?
Yes, Married with Children.
No.
What, okay, then
Now,
what?
that show's actually fun.
Well, you complain when I watch that. Then what show are you talking about that you don't like?
About Sharknado.
You leave Sharknado
I'm
alone.
defending Kelly on that
Robin,
one.
I'm going to fight you.
I'm defending Kelly on that
Robin,
one.
Sharknado is amazing.
Robin.
Nothing like seeing a man standing in the middle of an airport runway or wherever he is, sharks raining down on him with a chainsaw in his hand, and he happens to split one in half as it's coming towards him. I don't know how mind-numbing that is.
It's awesome. It is so awesome.
I'm with her on Sharknado. I love watching
And let me
this.
tell you, if I want to get under Robin's skin, I will watch Sharknado, and he will visibly cringe. It is the greatest thing ever.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
If it happens again, you know my address. Come on over. We won't be watching Sharknado.
The crawl
I'm
on
gonna
land.
put it on in here and have Rayford. Rayford, look at this.
Look,
I can
I
turn
come
your
home
internet
and,
off.
I don't mind watching the zombie shows and some of the other stuff that she's obsessed with, but I got to draw the line when it comes to Sharknado because next they'll have Piranha Pond or something like that.
They have that already.
See, I mean, it's unbelievable to me, but you do what you got to do to
Thank
keep
you.
your sanity because
Yes,
that
this
would
keeps
drive
me
me
sane.
nuts. And I have to literally leave the room.
He does.
And I'll go somewhere and I'll watch something else.
I don't blame you.
He does. One day I'm going to tie him to a chair and force him to watch it. He'll like it. Robin, I'm telling you, if you watch it, you will like it. It is a good series. Sharknado series of movies are good.
I thought she was talking about he's
You
going to like
remember-
being tied
I
to a
watched
chair.
I watched about 15 minutes of that, if you don't remember. And
you
it got
complain
so
the whole
bad,
time.
Felt like 2
It
hours.
was like taking your fingernails and scratching it on a blackboard. And I had to just get up and say, I'd rather watch Lawrence Welk than Sharknado.
Oh, no.
No, Sharknado. I mean,
Sharknado rocks.
you can get eaten by a shark and come back to life the next hour. It's yeah.
Why are you picking on sharks? I like sharks.
Exactly.
I really like
They got
sharks.
flying sharks,
Sharknado's
sharks that are
amazing.
half
No.
alligator,
No.
half shark,
No,
and
they
they come
don't.
up and
It's not. That can't happen.
try to break into your cabin and eat you. And yeah.
Sharks.
That's right. I'll give you an example. Last night we were watching Netflix and we're scrolling through the channels because we have our series that we like to watch and binge watch.
He watches one, I'll watch the other one. Yeah.
Well, the one I like watching, like Narcos in Mexico, things like that. Okay.
Mhm.
Or
And I
some
don't.
historical significance. So what does she do? She stops because there's this weird show. I don't even know the name of Shyamalan or something like that.
Yeah, Shyamalan. Yeah.
What?
The storyline is half snake, half humans roaming the world, looking for this mystical creature. Are you kidding me?
It just came out. It was number 7 on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out.
That says a lot. That says
That's
a lot
a whole
about
lot of
people in
Netflix.
society. But anyway, I just had to get that jab in there because since
That's
you were
okay.
talking about frivolous things, I figured this was frivolous enough.
Then you stand by tonight, because by the time you get home, I'll probably, well, today's Thursday. You might beat me home tonight, but if not, I'm watching Sharknado.
Robin,
so
I'll,
you
I'll be
know.
home about 1800. Come on over.
Roger that. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Ah, my goodness gracious, my little buddy there. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Bill.
Hey, Bill.
I was calling. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. I was calling just, I know a lot of times you discuss firearms here.
Yeah. Oh, heck
on
yeah.
the show.
Yes.
I guess for my own, I guess what I had for an idea for like shotguns was they always had, they would say certain barrel lengths were legal, others weren't. And I don't know if that was ever true or if that was just old
true.
laws.
Shotgun
And the
had a
reason
barrel
I asked-
as a true honest to goodness shotgun. It has to have a barrel at least 18 inches long. Period. Bottom line. Now,
Yeah, I always believed that too. And then they started selling pistols. that
Yes.
shotgun shells.
which is
And it's-
actually they've done that for years, believe it or not just started, because there's a friend of mine, he had a 410 gauge, and by the way, a 410 is not a gauge, it's a caliber. It's a .41 caliber, and they got away with it by calling it a pistol using .410 shot shells, not shotgun shells. It was they're only shot shells, and you can actually get away with that now. The manufacturers, Mossberg, I think, was maybe one of the first ones. They came out with a very short shotgun called a Shockwave. Shorter, it had to be a certain fit, a certain category, and they were able to get it, and ATF classified it as a pistol, a handgun. Huh. It's
Yeah,
the laws have changed. It's really weird, but
Yeah. I know it's. I've seen the ones that look like the M16 assault rifles at different sporting goods and gun shops that
Mhm.
would fire 20 12 gauge, a magazine of 20 12 gauge rounds. And I was like, just thinking, can you use these things for hunting? Can you do it? I mean,
yes.
is it only for home defense? Or
No, well, the really short ones are not much use for hunting, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The others that you're talking about, one that holds a magazine fed shotgun, you can use it for hunting, but you cannot use it for things like duck hunting. They have a 3-round magazine capacity, or the gun and the whole thing can hold no more than 3 rounds for duck hunting and goose hunting, for instance. You can have 1 in the chamber and 2 in the magazine. And a typical shotgun with a tubular magazine, that's where you put the shells in and they go up underneath the barrel. It may actually hold like 5 rounds, but you have to install a easily non-field removable dowel rod, or what they call plug is what they commonly call it.
Yeah.
And it can't be one that you can break easily either, because the game warden, when he checks you, is going to try that. If you can break it by cramming shells in there, you got an illegal gun, as far as the game warden is concerned.
Yeah.
Does that explain some of it?
Yeah, I guess it just hit me as when I started seeing it. I was like, my God, I could understand for someone who just never shoots, and say, or if they're a lousy shot and they want something for home defense, But I was like, the size of the things that like the bigger shotgun shell or shot loads, whatever, however they term it, were big. And I mean, these things were like made like Clint Eastwood's guns as far as the cylinder size, look like little peanuts,
Yeah, that's for the shot. That was the one called the Judge you're talking about. It shoots a 41 caliber bullet, or I think it's 41 caliber, or maybe it's a 45. Oh, not the. Yeah, I think it's a 45 is what it shoots, and or the 410 gauge shell.
Yeah.
You can shoot either one, and it does look like an oversized revolver.
Yeah. Do the police ever use those?
No,
Or do they? No, I wouldn't think so either.
no,
They're better.
those are not they're not anti-personnel guns. Something like that. That's for shooting snakes or hunting or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. I guess I would just wanted to see if they always had quote what was legal, what wasn't, and those sort of like it just sort of blew me away when I was like,
Yeah.
saw those.
Now
I was like, well, that threw all the other laws
Yeah.
out the window.
You cannot
Yeah.
take a shotgun, a typical shotgun with a 18 or longer barrel. You cannot take it and saw it down and then put a pistol grip stock on it because it was originally made as a shotgun.
Right.
And if you ever put a stock on one of the other guns, the short ones, you ever put a stock on it, then it becomes a sawed-off shotgun, and that's illegal.
Yeah.
That help
All
you?
right. Yeah. I was going to buy one, anytime soon, but I'd seen them, and I was like, some of this stuff, boy, it really just sort of like the intent of different laws.
Yeah. You never know. All right, got to run. We got a break.
Anyway,
We got to
but I
get
gotta
to.
let you go.
Thank you, Bill. You're
Thanks,
live and
Bill.
local
Have a
Real
good
Talk
night.
on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, it's Lisa, the Queen of Diamonds from Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. Are you looking for a ring for the perfect girl? We have hundreds of rings in our beautiful showroom. Want a ring as unique as your girl? Then we'll custom design a ring especially for you. Not sure if you want lab-grown diamonds or an earth mine diamond? No problem. We'll take the time to explain the difference. We guarantee to find a diamond as exceptional as your girl. We hand select every diamond that comes into our store, and it has to be a sparkling fireball to make it in our showcase. Our long-standing relationships in the industry guarantees you to get the most competitive price on the highest quality diamond. We offer custom financing so that it's easy to buy the ring of her dreams. We have rings for every budget and a vast selection of loose diamonds. So I invite you to come visit us today at Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. The Lutz family has been a part of thousands of I Do's for over 72 years. Nobody does I Do like we do. Come see why we're Jacksonville's oldest family jeweler.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, next to Sam's Club, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's famous Mai Tai restaurant is open for in-house dining for your enjoyment, and now features a seafood dinner buffet beginning at 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, and from 11 till 9 on Sundays. All you can eat seafood for just $14.95. Located at 109 Henderson Drive, Mai Tai is open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 till 9. Featuring a lunch and seafood dinner buffet, appetizers, entrees with all your favorite beef, chicken, and seafood combinations. Their hibachi comes with onions, zucchini, and your choice of fried or steamed rice. Lunch buffet is just $12.95 and dinner $14.95 for all you can eat seafood buffet. For takeout, call 910-346-5382 or 910-346-6675 and online at mythainc.com. Delivery available through your favorite app. All you can eat dinner seafood buffet 4 to 9 Tuesday through Saturday and Sundays 11 till 9. Mai Tai restaurant for over 35 years.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843. If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Story ongoing down in Louisiana, Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
The student there, 19-year-old co-ed, Madison Brooks, died from multiple traumatic injuries when the LSU sophomore was hit by a car in the
Mhm.
early morning hours of January 15th. This is according to the coroner there. She was also raped in a car before the accident.
Mhm.
Her suspected attackers let her out and then apparently ran over her. Multiple traumatic injuries, second vehicle collision versus pedestrian.
It's terrible.
I'm assuming they're charged not only with rape, because I know they were charged with rape because
Yes.
I saw the headline,
Yep.
with her death as well.
Yep.
Okay.
She died in a hospital. Manner of death is still pending further investigation. No other information being released at this time. The driver who hit her is not being charged. It was a separate vehicle. They
Separate
didn't run
vehicle,
her over.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, she's incapacitated, left on the ground.
Yeah.
That to me is murder.
I agree with that.
I would, yes.
In North Carolina, I'm pretty sure, here in Onslow County, I'm pretty sure there would be a murder warrant by now. 4 people have been arrested
Yeah.
and charged in connection with the rape.
Weren't they on the football team or something, I think?
I don't know. They got one 17-year-old.
Okay.
And
They showed their, I saw their pictures yesterday.
and one 18 were charged with third-degree murder. 28-year-old and another 18-year-old charged with being principals to third-degree rape. No. Yuck.
Well, do you remember the story of the 11-year-old that was killed at the Christmas parade by that
Yep.
young
Yeah,
man driving?
yeah.
He goes to court today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they can get on with that program. It's a pretty girl. Why do they,
Mhm.
what scum? Just absolute scum.
See, I can't stand reading stories like that because it just makes me think of my granddaughter,
Yeah.
and it causes more stress
She's
on
only
her.
19.
Yeah.
She'd been out drinking.
Yes.
She got in the car with them wanting to ride home.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were at a bar.
And there are
Yeah.
4 of them.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, how did the 17-year-old get in the bar?
She's 19.
Yeah.
How did she get in the bar?
Agreed. Yeah.
There's two 18s and
Mhm.
a 28-year-old.
Oh, they
So-
do it. They do it.
I know,
They
but-
all do it.
Well, I
We
know
did
they
it as
do. You
kids.
just catch them on a regular basis. When I did some undercover stuff with ALE, it wasn't that, wasn't that tough.
Oh, back in the day, we feared the name Jerry Reed. If we heard Jerry Reed was in the area, we were like,
You better
everybody put the beer
run.
away.
Better run.
Yes, you better run.
All right, we got to
Jerry's gonna get you.
go. We got Fox News is coming up now. 1 o'clock is the Daily D's with Rick Dees, and at 3 o'clock, Hollywood will be in the house. Hollywood Man. Coming up, we don't have anybody guest yet for tomorrow, but we're taking a
working on it.
look see at
Yes.
1 or 2 different. And next week we've got Lieutenant Governor candidate running, and we've also got the Batman and Robin show. Tim and Robin from the County Commission, the Commissioner's Corner. All right, we will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1 and 1120 a.m. WSME.
SME, Camp Lejeune.